Hello and welcome to Time of Refreshing. I'm your host, James Cleveland Jones, and guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. I'm excited that you're here with me again tonight, but I tell you the same thing every time you tune in. Pick up your phone, call your friends, call your family, call your loved ones, even call those who call themselves your enemies and let them know that TOR, that's right, Time of Refreshing, we're on the air and we're here to lift up the name of the Most High God, who is Jesus the Christ. Now, you know every time I come on this show, I tell you I'm excited. But guess what? I am even more, I'm crazy excited tonight because we've got some phenomenal guests that are going to be on with us. It's just going to be a time of worship and praise and talking and finding out what God is doing to these people and through these people. And you are in the right place at the very right time. So don't touch that dial. As a matter of fact, you need to do what I just asked you to do, pick up your phone and call somebody and let them know what's going on, because you're going to be blessed, better than blessed. But I'm getting ready to send you over to Diva here in just a second, and she's going to introduce our first guest. She's going to bless us with a song. Let me tell you guys a secret. Diva had her eyes done today, y'all, so she might be looking a little strange on the camera. If you see her stretching her eyes like that, just know that it's because she had her eyes dilated. I'm going to send you to Diva now. That's our secret, okay? Don't tell nobody. That's our secret. Here's Diva.
Good evening. It's Diva D here. I'm here to introduce the first song of the evening. It's by Charlize Simmons, and the song is He Touched Me. When you're burdened, when you're down and out, when God touches you, oh, the joy that floods your soul. I know when he touches me, joy comes over me. I get freedom, I get joy, and I just praise him with everything I have. He Touched Me by Charlize Simmons.
Goodbye, be burning beneath the load of guilt and shame. But then the hand of Jesus touched me, and now I am no longer the same. Since I've met the blessed Savior, oh, since he's cleansed and made me whole, I'll never cease to praise you. I'll shout it as eternity rolls. He touched me. Oh, he touched me. Yes. And oh, the joy that floods my soul, my soul, my soul. Oh, something, yeah, happened, yeah, and now I know he touched me. Oh, he touched me and made, oh, he made me whole, whole, whole. soul, my soul. No, something, oh, something happened. Yes, and now I know. My God, He touched me, yeah. Oh, and made. Oh, He touched me, yes. Oh, and He made. My God, He touched me, yeah, yes, and made. Oh, He made me whole.
And we're back. What can I say? I've got sitting with me now my special guest, the very first guest of tonight's show, Charlize Simmons. Help me to welcome Charlize. Charlize, welcome to Time of Refreshing. Thank you so very much. I always ask my guests to come on the show, tell the world, who is Charlize Simmons?
Simply. Just a little girl from Orlando, Florida.
Awesome.
I am the 7th child of 10.
Wow.
My parents are Bishop Edward and Carolyn Thomas, the pastor of El Bethel Temple in Orlando, Florida.
Amen. Awesome.
And that's me.
I like that number 7. I'm the 7th child.
Yes.
I'm the baby child, though, of 7. So that's awesome. Wonderful. So, girl, you have an amazing gift. God has gifted you. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing it with us, our listening
pleasure.
audience. So how long have you been singing? Tell me about that.
When I could talk, I could sing. So
I believe that.
I guess maybe 2 or 3 the stories my parents told me
Right.
were in the back seat of the car while we're driving.
Yes.
We listened to Clark Sisters, the Winans, and I would sing, but not only sing, I would be doing
All the
everything
little
that they're
riffs.
doing, Twinkie, whatever,
Yes,
the riffs,
yes.
the harmony. I could hear the parts. And my
Wow.
dad was like, he's a music major, so he was
Right.
like, she is actually singing in the harmony.
This little girl singing harmony.
Right. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
So that's I love the song "You Touch Me." I love the way you put the little jazz. That's so nice. What was the inspiration about you putting? Because I mean, this is part of your project. Was this your first project, or it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. This was a part of my first project. But what happened, it's 2 first projects. So there was a first project
Right.
that kind of got on hold.
Gotcha.
And then when things happened in 2009 with the brain hemorrhage, then after that, I decided to do a live recording.
Okay.
And we came back and put this song on the actual CD.
Gotcha. Stop right there. You can't just throw something out
I'm
there
sorry.
and don't expect me to ask you about it. You mentioned brain hemorrhage. Come on, talk to me. Tell me about that.
Well, I must go in order, I guess, because
Okay,
we can
right.
back up.
Back on up a little bit more.
When I was 16 years old,
Okay.
like I said, I was the 7th child out of 10. None of my brothers and sisters ever had any kind of sickness, illness. None of my parents, everybody's well.
Right.
But I, at 16, had kidney failure.
Wow.
Out of the blue. No, they never found out what happened to my kidneys. Yeah, so I ended up in the hospital, and I ended up on dialysis for 3.5 years, and that was while I was going through high school. I was in 10th grade. I graduated by God's grace, because I had to do dialysis every day after school.
Every
but I
day.
still, 3 times a week.
Okay.
So it was like Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays.
Okay.
Like as soon as I got out of school, from 3 to 6, went home, went to sleep because you're tired after dialysis, really
imagine.
tired. Got up the next day, went to school, did it all over again.
That's awesome.
So I graduated in 98. Then in 1999, we finally got that call while we were in church service. We got that call. No one ever answers the phone on Sundays. For some reason, Deacon Clyde Robeson answered their phone that Sunday, and they were calling to let us know, hey, we have a kidney for Charlotte, and they need to get to Florida Hospital.
Come on.
So we got down there. This year made 16 years that I've
To
had
God
my
be the glory.
transplant. And
Amen.
God is amazing. So skip to 2001.
Okay.
And the medicines you take, immunosuppressant drugs,
Yes.
to keep your kidney from failing. And it took my hip out, so I had to have a total hip replacement.
Wow.
Left hip, gone, total
Kidney,
hip replacement.
hip replacement. Come
Right.
on.
And right now I'm only 21 at this point.
Wow.
Okay. So 2003, I get married. life is great and going good. Skip ahead to 2009. I go to Sunday's Best. I make the top 30 out of like 5,000 people.
Come on.
I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. But I didn't make it after the top 30, which was okay, because now I understand why.
Gotcha.
As soon as I got back home, like a week later, January 22nd, I was driving down Pine Hills Road. I was driving. And my stepson was in the car with me. And out of the blue, I just felt, I was like, oh my God, what is wrong? I feel like I'm getting ready to pass out. So I pull over into the middle lane. I realized that I didn't pass out, so I pick up the phone to call my husband. But while I'm doing that, I realized I cannot move. My left side was completely gone, paralyzed.
Wow.
So, long story short, we get to the hospital. The neurosurgeon walks in and says, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is we will not have to do surgery. I'm like, but what's the bad news?
Yeah, come on, talk to me.
You've had a brain hemorrhage.
Wow.
And I was just like, what?
So they didn't say stroke.
No, because I actually bled out on my brain. And it killed those brain cells on the right side, so the left side would no longer. I couldn't do this. Nothing.
But look at you
from
now.
the
Look at you
shoulder.
now.
Look at me now.
Come on,
look
somebody.
at God.
Come on. God, that's an awesome testimony within itself.
It's amazing, yes.
Listen, I've only got 2 minutes left with you, but I need to know, you've got product, you've got books.
Yes.
What you got? Tell me what you got.
Okay, well, this is the live recording that we did in 2011.
Wonderful.
That He Touched Me is on, that song, and the next song that I'll be performing.
Okay.
Yes. And then I also have a Christmas CD. You know, it is Christmas time.
It's the season. Wonderful.
So this is the book that I wrote.
Okay.
It's all of me, my journey to yes, and it just details everything that I told you, but in more detail.
Yes. Now, how do they get access to this stuff if they want to get the CDs and the book?
So you can visit my website at www.charlesmusic.com.
Okay.
It's also available on cdbaby.com.
Awesome.
And iTunes.
Awesome. Charlize, you've got such an amazing testimony, girl.
God is amazing.
I see why you sing the way you sing.
Yeah.
Because God is awesome. Listen, I got about a minute or so left. Just give some inspirational words to our audience, if you don't mind.
Well, this is what I tell everyone. Everyone has a different journey, a different story, a different way that God will take you, something you're going to have to go through or whatever. But He gives us those things so that we can share them with others. While I was going through it, it was hard, it was rough, it was hurtful. But now I can look back and be grateful. Now I'm able to help someone else and say, hey, look what God has done.
Amen.
Amen.
Charlize, you are so amazing. Thank you so
so
much.
much
You are
for having
definitely
me.
coming back.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to take our time, and you're going to be able to just sing until I get tired. Amen. Listen, we got to make a transition here. Support this young lady. God has done great things through her, and He's using her amazingly. So please support our ministry. We're getting ready to make a switch. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have another guest. But just know that God is doing great things. To God be the glory. We will see you in just a minute after this break. God bless you.
Are you looking for a fresh start? ABM University and Theological Seminary offers a wide range of adult education courses, including CNA test preparation, business degree courses, CPR, HIV and domestic violence training, and more.
This is something that I always wanted to do, and I just wanted to try something different. I'm glad that I succeeded. I got what I came for. I got my license now. It's great. If I can do it, you can do it.
ABM University and Theological Seminary. Let us help you start a new career today.
And we're back. Listen, I know you were just blessed by our guest, amazingly anointed woman of God, but I've got another special guest with me right now. I've got with me sitting with me Holly Mosley Cooper, and she's an author. She's been written inspirational books, and I'm going to let her tell her own story. Help me welcome Holly. How you doing? God bless you. Thank you so much for being on our show today. Amen. So tell the world, who is Miss Holly Mosley Cooper?
Born and raised in Orlando.
Okay.
Grew up educated in Orange County Public Schools.
Wonderful.
And went off to Tallahassee to FAMU. And came back here to Orlando to UCF.
Okay.
So, and started out in pharmacy. That didn't work out. So I knew I should have, my journalism teacher couldn't understand why I didn't go into journalism or English.
Gotcha.
And so that's where I ended up. Graduating from UCF with a degree in English.
Wonderful. So how you well, that's the whole story, talking about the whole degree in English. Now, I know that you've written some books, and you've got an amazing testimony. We're going to take a moment and just give a little bit about your background. Talk about your background a little bit and how we got to your book that we're going to talk about.
Well, I've been told that I've been writing since I could write.
Awesome.
And it was always a way for me to, you know, I didn't have my sibling is about 13 years older than me,
Wow.
so I really
Wow.
didn't have anyone my own age to talk to.
Okay.
So writing has always been a great way for me to express my feelings instead of keeping them in.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost my train of thought, but that's what I've been doing
Okay.
since then. But what inspired me to write the book was I had an episode back in 2005, I think it was.
Okay.
I went, similar to Shanice's story, I went to a wedding in Melbourne, and
Okay.
I was in my mother-in-law's yard. I went to turn the car on to cool it off because it was really hot because my son was really small then.
Okay.
I promise you, I reached for the door handle, and then I woke up in the hospital.
Wow.
I don't know. I lost an entire day.
Wow.
They tell me what it turned out to be it's called postpartum cardiomyopathy. So I kind of had a heart failure or whatever, but it, you know, it's common, or well, not common, but it happens a lot to women after they give birth, but it's
okay.
not
Okay.
really, people don't test for it, so you don't really know you have it. So
Gotcha.
that
So you said you had a newborn baby. How old was the baby when this
he
happened?
was about 18 months, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think. But yeah, you know, they don't know you have it, so there was no, I wasn't on any medication, I wasn't on anything, I wasn't under doctor's care because I thought I was fine. So
Wow.
But that was a real wake-up call that I was, you know, I was trying to live right, but that definitely was like
Come on.
a wake-up call. And it was like, you need to get back, you know, get back in the church, you need
Amen.
to get back on the right path. I didn't write my book then. I still waited another 7 years or so. I lost a really good friend in a car accident suddenly. And, you know, everybody's saying, you should write a book, you should write a book. Well, when I lost him in a car accident, that was like, you know, this is the time to do this. You you had your second chance, and that was a major wake-up call for me to say, you need to go ahead and do this.
Gotcha.
And it's just basically about my life, my testimony.
So tell me the title of the book.
It's called Life is a Precious Gift.
Amen.
Live it with no regrets. I did not know at the time when I was younger, naturally, it's called Asperger's syndrome.
Okay. Okay.
And I didn't find out that I might possibly have it until we were diagnosed my son with it when he was 9, about 2 years ago. He's
Okay.
11 now. But it explained a lot about how I never felt like I fit in when I was younger. I always felt like I was an outsider. I never had, I mean, I had friends and associates, but it never felt like I had a best friend or somebody that.
So what are some of the symptoms for Asperger's?
It has more to do with behavioral and social awkwardness and anxiety.
Okay,
It has, most cases, there's not a lack of cognizant skills. It's not intelligence. It's just dealing with emotions, dealing with.
So more of a social thing. Okay.
It has a lot to do with social interaction and not being able to deal with your feelings well. You have
Wow.
what they call meltdowns. Thankfully, my son is much better now. When he
Amen.
was much younger, even before we knew what he had, we're talking throwing chairs across the room
Wow.
and backpacks. So he has learned now, through help and therapy, how to deal with his feelings, how to deal with his emotions.
Amen.
So it's been a journey, but we're happy to be where he is now, because when we started going over the symptoms, it's like, this
Right,
sounds oddly familiar from back when I was younger. And my parents, God bless them, they never treated me different, but we all knew that I was different. So
Gotcha.
we knew there was something going on. But I if I might brag on myself, off the chain on tests and stuff.
Right, right.
Off the scale, I'm sorry, intelligence test and stuff. So it's I want to say a blessing and maybe a smaller blessing. I don't want to say curse.
I understand. Right.
You
have all the
highly
smarts.
intelligent,
Yeah,
but you know,
socially, you're just not fitting in with everybody else.
And I'm blessed to be here today because I have a much easier time writing stuff than I do speaking.
And that's great. That's a gift that you have. Absolutely.
Because, you know,
to God be the glory. Listen, I'm excited because even going through all that, look what God has done with you now. He's got you. You've written books. You're telling the world about where God has brought you. That's the blessing within itself. Holly, I'm telling you, I mean, listen, believe it or not, my time with you is almost up already. But thank you so much. Now, if they want to get your book, how can they get your book?
It's my website is www.memgroupinc.com, and you can reach my email address is hollymosleycooper@memgroupinc.com.
Holly, thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate you being on the show. Wonderful. Listen, she has an amazing testimony. God is still a God that's faithful. He can bring you through any situation. To God be the glory. We're getting ready to shift you back over to Diva now. She's going to introduce our very last song of this evening. Charlize is going to come and bless us again with another song. Thank you again. We want to thank both of our guests for being here. I'm going to send it back to Diva now. God bless you.
Wow, those testimonies were amazing. To go from a brain hemorrhage to something happening to your hip, to have Asperger's disease. I mean, God is so amazing. The next song that we're going to be, Charlize is going to be singing is Yes. Yes to your will, yes to your way. Because God, I know you touched me. When you come in and touch us, I know without a shadow of a doubt that when you touch me, I will be healed. The joy I feel in my soul, the joy I feel just being free from sickness and diseases. Yes, by Charlize Simmons.
In my head, telling me, girl, you should have been dead. Now I'm here by His purpose and design. Now I know this is my time. All of the plans you have for my life will come true when I say yes, yes, yes to your will, Lord. Yes to your will. Can I say yes? Yes to your will, Lord. Yes to your way. Yes. Yes to your will. Yes to your way. God, it was you who healed me. You hold my future in your hands. In worship, and I lift my hands in surrender. Yes to your will, yes to your way. God, I say yes, yes to your will. God, I say yes, yes to your will and your way. for my life. If I take his hand and I say, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes to your way. Yeah, yes, yes to your will, Lord. God, I say yes, yes to your will, no, Lord, and your way, Lord. Yes to your will, Lord. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Yes to your will and your way. Whatever you want me to say, I'll say. Oh, wherever you want me to go, I'll go. Ooh, God, I'll say yes. Oh, I will say yes. Yes to your will, Lord, and your way. I'll say yes. I'll say yes from the bottom of my heart.
Listen, we would just want to just take a moment and just thank our guests for being on today. I don't know about you, but I've been blessed better than blessed.
Oh yes, oh yes. And
Wonderful.
those songs are so powerful.
Absolutely.
I mean, yes to your will, and I understand why she says yes, because God, when you touch me good.
Again, thank you,
amazing.
Charlize and Holly. God bless you. We'll see you again next week. To God.